Hey there, my friend. Welcome back to the Chris Josh Show. I'm so glad you're here today. If no one told you yet, let me say it right now. You're amazing, you're loved, and you matter. Today's episode is super special. We're talking about something that might sound a little funny at first. The title of today's show is The Power of Being Delusional. Now, you might be thinking, wait, Chris, being delusional? Isn't that a bad thing? Stick with me, because you're going to see how being a little bit delusional can actually change your life for the better. Let's start simple. What does it mean to be delusional? Usually, people say it when someone believes in something that doesn't seem real. Like, if you told people you're going to be a millionaire while you're sitting in a tiny apartment with nothing in your bank account, people might laugh and say, "You're delusional." But here's the secret. Some of the greatest leaders, athletes, business owners, and even inventors in history, they were called delusional too. Think about it. If you believe in something so big, so wild, so impossible, but you keep believing anyway, what happens? You start acting like it's possible. You start making choices as if it's already yours, and soon it becomes real. That's the power of being delusional. I want you to think about your own life for a moment. Maybe you've had big dreams before. Maybe you wanted to start a business, write a book, become an artist, or move to a new city. And then maybe someone told you, "That's impossible. Don't even try. You're crazy." But what if you kept going anyway? What if you let yourself believe, even when it didn't make sense? That's what I mean by being delusional in a positive way. You're choosing to believe in yourself, even when the evidence around you doesn't line up yet. Here's why this works. Our brains are like big computers. They follow the programs we give them. If we keep saying, "I can't do this, I'm not good enough," our brain listens. It gives us more reasons why we can't. But if we start saying, "I can do this, I'm great, my dream is possible," even if it feels delusional, our brain listens to that too. It starts finding proof. It starts showing us new ideas and new paths. And guess what? People around you start to feel it too. They see your energy. They see your belief. And soon, things start lining up. Being delusional is just another way of saying, "I believe in myself, no matter what, even if there's no evidence." And speaking of belief, let's take a quick break and have some fun. It's time for the 5 fun facts. You know how we do it here. I always bring 5 fun facts that will make you smile, surprise you, and maybe even blow your mind. Ready? Here we go with number 1. Of the 9,000 Blockbuster stores that existed in the early 1990s, only one remains. The last Blockbuster on Earth can be found in Bend, Oregon, USA. Number 2. The Vatican had music that was forbidden to be copied and was only played twice per year. It was secret for almost 150 years, until a 14-year-old Mozart heard it and transcribed it from memory. Number 3. Canada eats more macaroni and cheese than any other nation in the world. Number 4. Octopuses only touch in situations of mating or aggression. Female octopuses sometimes do both, strangling and eating the male after mating. And number 5, a French general gave John Quincy Adams a pet alligator. Adams kept it in one of the White House bathtubs and enjoyed showing it off. You can't tell me those weren't interesting. You learn cool stuff every single day. All right, back to delusion. Let me give you an example. Let's say you wake up one morning and decide, I'm going to be the healthiest version of myself ever. Now, maybe you've been eating junk food for years. Maybe you've never gone to the gym. People around you might laugh. They might say, come on, you? Healthy? No way. But if you keep holding on to that belief, if you start acting like it's already true, if you're delusional enough to see yourself as that healthy person every single day, sooner or later, your actions will catch up. You'll start eating better, you'll start moving your body, and boom, it becomes real. There's another side to this too. It's called confidence. When you let yourself believe in something so big, you naturally start to carry yourself differently. You stand taller, you speak stronger, and you move with more certainty. And you know what? People respond to that. They start to believe in you too. Here's the thing. Being delusional isn't about ignoring reality. It's about creating a new reality with your faith, your focus, and your energy. Okay, before we go deeper, let's add some laughter. You already know what time it is. It's time for the 5 funny jokes. This is where I share 5 jokes to keep the energy up and the smiles going. Ready to laugh? Here we go. Number 1. A man walking down the streets sees another man with a very big dog. One man says to the other, "Does your dog bite?" The man replies, "No, my dog doesn't bite." The man passed the dog and has his hand bitten off. "I thought you said your dog didn't bite," said the injured man. "That's not my dog," replied the other man. Number 2. I was about to tell a bowling joke to a friend. They said, "Spare me." Number 3. I'm scared of elevators. I'm taking steps to avoid them. Number 4. So what if I don't know what Armageddon means? It's not the end of the world. Number 5. I hate Russian dolls. They're so full of themselves. And since I didn't put out an episode for the last 2 weeks, here's a bonus joke. How can you tell if a clown just farted? They smell funny. All right, throw your hands in the air like you just don't care if you found these jokes funny. Let's get back to delusions. Let me share something personal. I know what it feels like to have people laugh at your dreams. I know what it feels like to carry trauma, anxiety, and even financial stress. There were times in my life when it felt impossible, but I chose to be a little delusional. I chose to believe in things that didn't make sense yet. And because of that belief, my life started to change. That's why I'm so passionate about sharing this with you today. Because if it worked for me, it can work for you too. So here's what I want you to do after this episode. Step 1, pick one big dream. Something people might laugh at. Something that feels too big, too wild, and too crazy. Step 2, start speaking it out loud. Every day, tell yourself, this is who I am. This is where I'm going. Step 3, act like it's already yours. Walk into every room like you belong. Make decisions like your dream is already true. That's the power of being delusional. It's not about lying to yourself. It's about choosing the highest version of yourself and refusing to let go. My friend, listen to me. If you've been feeling stuck, if people have laughed at your dreams, if you've been doubting yourself, this is your reminder. Go ahead and be delusional. Believe in yourself when nobody else does. Dream so big that it scares people. act so bold it makes them whisper. Because one day, those same people who laughed will be silent, and you'll be living the life they said was impossible. All right, that's today's episode of The Chris Josh Show. We talked about the power of being delusional, how it can transform your confidence, your future, and your whole life. Don't forget to share this episode and write a review on the platform you're hearing this on. Until next time, remember, you're amazing, you're loved, and you have the power to create the life of your dreams. I'm Chris Josh, and I'll see you on the next one.